Good morning, students. So in my last lecture I have told you about the embedded system. So embedded system is basically has uh, three type of the characteristics. One, it should has the dedicated task. It must have the dedicated system and dedicated task, and it should be used in a real time, and its size must be compact, right? So in my last lecture I have told you about some of the things regarding the embedded system design, and how the what are the applications of the embedded system. About all these things I have told you. So today we will discuss the difference between the microcontroller. Mu C is microcontroller and mu P is the microprocessor, right? So microprocessor consists of a central processing unit, whereas microcontroller contains CPU, memory, input output, all integrated input out into one chip. So that is a main and core difference between a microcontroller and microprocessor. So here I would like to tell you. So in a microcontroller you have each and everything in it. You have CPU, and you have a memory, you have input output devices. So all the peripherals, all the things are available on a single chip when we talk about a microcontrollers. So so it is a mu C. And when we talk about microprocessor, so there is a CPU with a high performance CPU, and all the things means memory and input output devices, right? Input output devices, all the other things are outside of peripherals. So all these things are outside of a CPU, and it is a microprocessor. So that is a core difference between two things. Next is the microprocessor is used in a personal computer, whereas microcontroller is used in embedded systems. So definitely the personal computer is used for general purpose task and general purpose processing system, so it is used over there. While in the microcontroller is used in embedded system because it is used in a dedicated task. Microprocessor uses as external bus to interface the RAM, ROM and the other peripherals. On the other hand, microcontroller uses an internal controlling bus. So definitely as I just told you that in a microprocessor, all the things, all the peripherals of a CPU are outside of a on chip, while in microcontroller each and everything is on the chip. So for on chip communication we need a internal controlling bus, and you can say for the microprocessor we need a external bus. So internal bus is used in a microcontroller and external bus is used in microprocessor. Microprocessor are based on von Neumann model. So mostly microprocessor are based on the von Neumann model, and microcontrollers are Harvard based model. So we cannot say that it is a very strict standard. We may use the Harvard model for the microprocessors also, and we may use the von Neumann model for the microcontrollers also. So but usually it happens. So microprocessor is complicated and expensive, with a large number of the instruction to process, and but the microcontroller is inexpensive, straightforward, with a fewer instruction to process. So these were the differences in the microcontroller and microprocessor. Still some of the differences are here. In this you can see there is a two table. So microprocessor is heart of computer system. Microcontroller is the heart of embedded system. So it is one of the thing. So both things are different. So first point is this, and the second point, it is only processor. So memory and input output component need to be connected externally. In that case, all the things are internally connected. Memory and input output has to be connected externally, so the circuit becomes large. So definitely we need a discrete component, a different discrete component in that case, and all the discrete components are connected externally, so that system becomes large. While you know about the motherboard of any system, motherboard of your PC, basically it is connected large. It is a very large motherboard, and is used in personal computer. While in that case there is a simple input output system, and it is a very small. So we cannot use it in a compact system. So for a small system we cannot use them. While for compact system we can use the microcontroller easily. For example, your wristwatch, smartwatch, you can use it, but we cannot use a microprocessor for a smartwatch. Cost of entire system is very high, and it is low, and due to external component the total power consumption is high, and therefore it is not ideal for the devices running on the stored power like batteries. So power consumption of these components are very high, so that's why we cannot use it for the battery purpose devices, while small handheld devices can be used by means of the microcontroller. So most of the microprocessors do not have power saving features, while microcontroller have the power saving features. It is mainly used in a personal computer, and it is mainly used in washing machine, MP3. So embedded type of systems can be used over there. Microprocessor has small number of the registers, so more operations are performed on the memory based. So while in that case more registers are required, and memories and the programs are easier to write over the memory registers. So microprocessors are based on the non-Neumann model. It is based on Harvard model. Microcontrollers mainly based on Harvard model. Okay. So it is a central processing unit on a single silicon chip. So it is a byproduct. It is a byproduct of the development of the microprocessor with the CPU along with the other devices, other peripherals. RAM, ROM, input output units, timers, and other peripherals are used over there. In that case, CPU along with the RAM, ROM, and other peripherals embedded on a single chip. So it is very important thing. So you need to write only 5 or 6 differences whenever it comes in exam. So you should know these differences so that you can develop some embedded system type of things. So in that case, RAM and ROM are other peripherals. In that case, all the things are on a single chip and controlling bus. So microprocessor based on the can run at a very high speed. So that is an example. That is an important thing. Because of it has the high speed, that's why it is used for the large application, while it cannot be used for the very high application. Okay, it's used for the general purpose application, and it is used for the specific systems. It's complex and expensive. It is simple and inexpensive in nature. So these were the difference in the microcontroller and microprocessor. So in my next lecture I will tell you about the you can say according to your syllabus, we will talk about the types of microcontrollers in my next lecture. So thank you for this lecture. Thank you.